Well, hey y'all folks, me and my friend Fred Krueger and Yankus Dixon, we're going to do a DVD update for you. So stick around and get the fuck out of my den as soon as I'm done, okay? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just another day at the Looney Bin with the Yankee Ponky Word S. Ponkus Dixon. How are you, Roger? Your damn wig looks all fucked up, man. How come you got it all screwed up looking like the string's coming out? Alright, quit doing that. How's it been going, man? I haven't seen you in about a week.
Doing fine.
People probably think we sit here like Beavis and Butthead, you know, all day long and don't do shit but sit here, but there is life outside of this room for you and I.
Yeah.
Contrary to most people's beliefs.
Yeah.
Ponkus. Okay, but I got a bunch of damn DVDs, I guess. DVDs I'm gonna show, okay? Because I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I got so many of them. Some I've seen, some I hadn't. I guess people are interested in DVDs on this website. I've gotten kind of gotten that gist, you know. I'm not sure though. I may be the first to do one of these, a DVD update, you know. Hairaween, right, Roger? Hairaween. Okay, but let me just go through all this shit. Okay, I got a bunch of them. I have no business buying, but I did. Halloween 4 and 5 got this double disc because I didn't have part 5 actually. Roger stole it along with all the other damn movies he always steals. You ought to be ashamed, huh?
Correct that, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. But anyway, Halloween 4 and 5, you know. Okay, I did get this movie called Killer Party that I've never heard of, but ordered it because it seemed pretty good, and I had the poster of it because, you know, I kind of like the way it looked, but this movie fucking sucks. No, I'm just kidding. This is probably my favorite movie, horror movie of all time. It's because I grew up with it as a child. People that didn't grow up with this, you know how some movies are when you grow up with them, and just got that special place in your heart, and the ending scared the shit out of me as a kid, and it still creeps me out. But, yeah, I'm telling you, man, the video and audio, don't you dare take that off. You look too pretty to be taking that off, buddy. Are phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. It looks like Blu-ray. I'm telling you. I'm serious. This looks better than some Blu-rays I have. I couldn't not believe it. So definitely, but I'm glad I had my VHS transfer because there's something about having that old look and high quality look. I'm glad I have both of them. About time this motherfucker got the respect it deserves. Okay, Class of Nukem High Part 2. Always loved this cover, that huge giant rat, you know, with all the toxic waste around. I loved it. Haven't seen this movie in probably like 10 or 15 years, and I can't wait. Love the first one. I just watched that one again on the other day and just forgot how much I loved it. I knew I loved it, but love Class of Nukem High. Okay, I got this Crypt of Terror box that I love, Cemetery of Terror and Grave Robbers so much I went and dug a dead body up, and there it sits. Looks alive though, doesn't it? And but yeah. And you look dead, Roger. Yeah, it's got let's see, Grave Robbers, Cemetery of Terror, Don't Panic, which I just watched last night, man. And this one, I think that's the most well-known one. They have a single edition of Don't Panic, and it reminded me of a lot of Nightmare on Elm Street. It just, you know, it involves a Ouija board. It's like a Ouija board, like possession movie, and some good effects in it, man. And some guy that gets possessed kind of looks like Freddy and sounds like him, and there's like a dream sequence though with this guy. What happens? He gets this Ouija board from a friend of his for his birthday, and he has had this traumatic experience, you know, with a Ouija board when he was young, and his friend knows it and gives it to him like as a surprise, and sitting there cackling like a fucking asshole, like trying to traumatize me. I would have jumped over there and beat the fuck out of him, right, Roger?
Yeah.
But they do the Ouija board, and didn't mean to keep talking about. I wanted to talk about Don't Panic because I really liked it. They fuck with the Ouija board and unleash this evil spirit that starts the guy that was traumatized by it earlier starts getting these premonitions, seeing visions of his friends getting killed, and his pupils turn bloodshot red when this happens, and sometimes they stay bloodshot for like a day, and he starts to panic. Maybe that's why it's called Don't Panic, because I'd be panicking. He has to wear sunglasses to school because he looks like a fucking demon, but this is really good. Don't Panic, man. And a cool thing about Don't Panic is, another thing that reminded me of, if y'all seen Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm sure nobody's seen that movie with Fred Krueger in it. Right, Roger? Say Fred Krueger.
Fred Krueger.
If y'all remember the scene where Nancy's like flipping through TV and like Evil Dead comes on, or Evil Dead 2. I can't remember which one it was. Somebody tell me, because I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But they're watching, a few times this happens. Some people were watching TV and they flip through and Cemetery of Terror comes on, which I thought was badass. Nobody would notice that unless they've seen Cemetery of Terror before Don't Panic. So Cemetery of Terror comes on with a few like graveyard atmospheric scenes, which I thought was cool as shit because Cemetery of Terror is a classic. I hadn't seen Vacation of Terror's on here, part 2. I hadn't even seen these yet. And so looking forward to that. Them Mexican Hairas, I love them. Hell, they're good as hell. Just hard from Mexico, you know. Madman, I saw Mr. OD talk about this, and he said Richard said this was really good as well. Heavy Metal Real. Right, Raj? Always got to come see you for a minute. You like you're on drugs. Said this was great. Now, I've always noticed this cover, but look at the trailer of it. Looks awesome. Got it for pretty cheap. So there's that. I can't wait to see it. There's Roger's socks. The Vineyard, which was really cool. Kind of the same. Has something to do with wine. They have these dead bodies. Well, what it is, this guy he wants to stay young forever, and he chains these girls up. This says it's on the back as well. Girl in his basement, and he steals their blood and drinks it, and then he comes young again. But the special effects and makeup effects are really weird in this. Really, I don't know, about made me have a panic attack. Really creepy, and I mean, it's got some cheesy shit in it too, of course. But they lead all these people to this castle, like the girls, and what if there are guys with them, they bury them in the vineyard, and supposedly that creates flavor for his wine that he sells. I don't know, some weird shit going on, but that was good. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm shaking. A double feature of Mexican Werewolf in Tariff, Texas. I used to have this, but Roger stole it, I guess. Somebody got it, and it's cool, man. It's like a chupacabra mixed with a werewolf. Real cheesy, low budget shit. But if you enjoy things like, sorry if I'm talking so fast, like what is it? Like the Beast of Bray Road, and what's that one called? Shit. Y'all know what I mean. Okay. The Hanging Woman. I've been wanting this forever. I still haven't watched it, but it looks real gothic. Hammer type atmosphere, like Hammer movies, Amicus. Paul Naschy's in it. It's a Troma retro release, I think. Yeah, and I've always loved this. Awesome fucking looking cover, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this. Okay, the Fanglies. Me and my friend of mine have been making fun of this title for years, like because it just was funny. The Fanglies. I don't know, but it's actually set on Halloween, man. Tim, you probably like it. It's not a good... Is it a good movie? Fuck no. Is it so good? It's so bad it's pretty good? Yeah. The acting in it's atrocious, but it makes for a laugh, I'm telling you. And what it is something like old story... This is going to take like 5 more minutes, I'm sorry. Maybe 20 minutes. So skip if you had to. Called The Fang Lady. Like every Halloween she's supposed to come out, and what she looks like, man, you can tell it looks like that witch mask I have in there, and mixed with the bitch in the cellar from Evil Dead. I always forget her name. What a shame. I'm not a horror fan, guys. I'm sorry. Just not. If I don't know her name, I forgot it. I got a pumpkin carved out of the bitch and all. But and she has a hillbilly son that likes to fucking beat and rape the people and kill them, and kind of reminds me of House of a Thousand Corpses a little bit. It's not bad. It's shitty, but not bad. So shitty it's bad. No, so shitty it's good. Okay, Troma, some shit. I got a lot of Troma. I've been traumatized by Lloyd Kaufman. I don't think Jim Van Beber's traumatized yet. I know he still probably hates him, but I like both of them. Frostbiter, man, this was a lot like Evil Dead 2, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. The acting's cheesy as fuck, but there's always something crazy and insane going on. This fucking monster is like a Wendigo. He looks like a big claymation, stop motion shit. I mean, they use stop motion kind of shit in Evil Dead 2, you know, that claymation shit. The girl doing cartwheels in the woods and all that shit. But it's so much like it. It's in a cabin, and yeah. And the Wendigo gets released after this old man gets killed, and this girl's turning into demons. There's a lot of different shit going on. It's really fun. I haven't watched the other two, Nightmare Never Ends and Igor and the Lunatics, but if y'all have, tell me how bad they are. And another Troma toxic trip terror. How do you read? I just learned how to a month ago. I should be able to read. Toxie's Triple Terror. Okay, Play Dead, featuring Roger's favorite actress, Peggy Yvonne Middleton DiCarlo.
Yeah.
Who was in American Glaric, because it's glary. Gothic. American Glarthic. It's got a glare, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I hadn't watched this yet. This killer dog stuff. Death by Dialogue looks funny. Another Troma. Of course, it's a Troma 3-pack. It's got the cool black dude that was in Nightmare 3 and 4 on Elm Street, the Kincaid guy. And how do you say this? Mommy's Epitaph. You know, I'm gonna enjoy these. They're Troma. Bothered Conscience with Mother's Day Massacre, Breadcrumbs, and Butcher. I think Jesse picked this up Midnight Crawl. I remember you picked this up in a while back. And yeah, I was flipping through one of my old Rue Morgues, and they were saying how that this one's pretty good. I mean, this movie, Bothered Conscience, is like a good hillbilly horror type movie, and I got this for $5 at Kmart. So, you know, Rue Morgue likes to trash every goddamn thing that comes out. If they have one good thing to say about a movie, so it must be pretty good if those fucks said it was any good. Slugs. This is a shame. I've never even seen Slugs, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see it. I can't wait. The trailer's awesome. I know a lot of y'all. Okay, Devoured, another Troma. Now this one is it's bad, but it's good. It's cool, man. It's about Alfred. I think this is a real life cannibal, Alfred Packer, but it has some cool atmosphere in it. They're in a cave system. This teacher and his students are going out to the desert to explore where supposedly Alfred Packer 100 years ago took going on this expedition underground with some people, and they got lost, and he killed them all and ate them. He's a cannibal or whatever. I don't know if he let them down there on purpose or he turned into one. Kind of like how George Eastman turned into a damn lunatic and cannibal and anthropophagus. But it's cool, man. I did enjoy it, and it's got some real cheesy shit, and they take too much dialogue in it at times, and sometimes you don't know what the fuck's going on. And when he comes back, what they do some seance, and they raise him from the dead along with these other demon type cannibals. So it's pretty good. It's a Troma. Dr. Hackenstein. That's another Troma. I did not. It seemed like it was trying to be like a old school, like Frankenstein. Obviously, you know, like Dr. Frankenstein mixed with a Reanimator. But it said there was so much gore in it, and I didn't hardly see any of it, and it was too old. I don't know. It was pretty boring, and I didn't like it. But if you got to have everything Troma, this is worth getting. Now this one's pretty cool. Girls' School Screamers, didn't love it, but it's pretty cheesy, real fucking cheesy, and had some cool makeup effects in it, like what you see on the cover. And yeah, that's pretty good. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I'm gonna hurry up. This is going too long. What else can I say about it? Girls' School Screamers? Nothing. I don't feel like it. Initiation, cool 80s slasher that I remember had a great twist in, cool twist ending. I haven't seen it since like 1990 something. So I can't really remember, and that's pretty cool. I can't remember, but these Midnight series that just came out, I'm sure y'all will see them on Amazon, like this and The Vineyard and what else? A bunch of other shit. Really, they're really good quality. Slugs. Okay, I got The Stuff. This really good quality, and this is one I forgot I hadn't seen since the 80s, probably when I was a kid, but my friend and I watched it, man. It has some great effects in it, really does. Got white yogurt and cool shit, but a lot of the storyline, like, my friend and I were like, we're not stupid. We're kind of getting confused by what they're talking about, but I guess it was just bad, like, it's supposed to be cheesy and not something to take serious, but we took it, it's cool, it has some great effects. Teenage Exorcist, still haven't watched the end of it. I need to fast forward through it. It was too much. I thought it was going to be more horror than comedy. I know it was like a horror comedy type spoof, kind of, but the trailer led me to believe, I'm just an idiot, I thought it was going to be more horror, but it was kind of real corny and cheesy at the beginning, and I need to get to the end, but it's got, what's his name? That pretty guy from Hills Have Eyes. Don't even say his name on here. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, and what else? Yeah, I got one of these blood bath packs, 12 movies, and it was like $2 and something, plus $3 shipping, so like $5 something, And it's got a bunch that I've been wanting to see, so Haunting of Rebecca Verlaine, The Twisted Sisters, Uninvited, not Angst, the old Angst, some new one, Demonic, Hallowed, Death on Demand, The Chambermaid, A Brush with Death, but, if I like any of these individually, I'll buy it individually. I've heard, Meatloaf Ittenbach did the, Olaf Ittenbach did the, which is sitting right there, y'all didn't know this is Olaf Ittenbach, gore specialist, did the effects for Rebecca Berlin. And a good friend of mine, Hacked Up for Barbecue, been telling me about this. God, this is real fun and cheesy. 80s to the extreme. Extreme. I didn't mean to say that. Extreme. That makes sense. Sorority Babes and the Slime Bowler Bolorama, starring Linnea Quigley and some other actresses. Brink Stevens. Brink Stevens actually did the screenplay for Teenage Exorcist. So maybe that's why it was not so good. She's a cool actress, But I need to watch the end of it. I think all the crazy shit happens at the end. And this is a fun movie, man. It's got Hal Havins, what's his name, Stooge. An 80s movie with Stooge and Linnea Quigley from Night of the Demons. How can it go wrong? Really, the title says it all. I don't need to say much about it. Just glad to have that one. One day I want to get all Linnea Quigley's movie because she's just she's a cool actress, cool classic 80s actress. Hara Scream Queen, and you're a Scream Queen yourself with that hot pink hair.
Yeah, and I want to remind everybody.
But yeah, I'm sorry this lasted so long, guys. I just wanted to get through all this goddamn DVD shit I had piled up, and that's it.
Another name for Halloween is All Hallows Eve.
I used to think that was the night before Halloween, but apparently it's the day of Halloween because they say Hallows Eve, right?
All Hallows Eve.
What are you gonna do? You still gonna dress as Fanny, right?
Yeah,
Gotta get you that red and white checkered dress and a nice little. I saw a wig at Kmart that would look beautiful on you.
I want you to go.
God, I hope you scare the shit out of all the trick-or-treaters, Yo, we love you, and that's it. Happy Hairaween. Bye-bye.